Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree Marie. Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about how I maintain my lock extensions, the whole entire maintenance routine that I do, and some of the tools that I use as well. So if you're interested in any of that, then definitely stay tuned. If you don't know, I recently reattached my own locks back to my hair, and I also made a few locks just to kind of fill in the gaps. So that's why you now see me with long hair, where before I had a lock bob. But yeah, today I have some tips. Like I said, and I always say, this is not a channel where I am super perfect. However, I do share some of the things that I learned along the way. So if you learn something with my mistakes, then great. But these are just some things that I want to share, seeing that I have had lock extensions now for a month this time. But the previous time that I installed lock extensions, I had my lock extensions on for about a full year, and I had no slip-ups, no mess-ups. They didn't just, you know, fall out on the street. They kept strong until the time that I decided that I would cut my hair and do something different. But yeah, so I think I'm a little bit, not an expert, but a little bit versed when it comes to these lock extensions that I have personally reattached to my hair. I have a notepad, by the way. I thought I would divide this video up in 3 sections: my washing, my maintenance, and my styling, and how I do all of those things, as well as the products and the tools that I use. So let's start with the washing routine. So you guys see me every week come with my wash day routines, my wash day vlogs, where I show you in-depth video on how I wash my hair, the things that I use, and so forth. But I still get some questions here and there, so I'm going to go ahead and just share everything now. So these are the products that I use to wash, well, this is the product that I use to wash my hair. And right now I am into the Jamaican Mango Lime Shampoo. This shampoo is made with moringa seed oil and manuka honey, and I love this shampoo because it really just gives my scalp the treatment that it needs, especially when I've dealt with itchiness and dryness and even a little bit of dandruff. This has soothed my scalp and really gave me the relief that I need. So I've been using this. So after I wash my hair, I allow my hair to air dry just a little bit, and when it is just a little air dried, I then apply this product, which is one of my favorites. This has become a staple. This is the Loc Naturals Lemongrass Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I spray this all over my hair. I make sure to work the product into my locks so that it doesn't just stay on top of my locks and then become a case of buildup. I know personally that I am very susceptible to buildup, and so I'm now very intentional with the products that I use and how I use them. So yeah, I work this into my hair. I love the smell of it. It moisturizes my hair for the meantime. I use this every other day, in addition to my spray bottle that has water in it. So now I know I can't use this right after I come out of the shower with dripping wet hair. I probably need to start using this maybe midweek. But this is the castor oil made by Hair Chemist. I love Hair Chemist oils. They come in these applicator bottles that really make it so easy to just go in and moisturize your scalp. And I like the smell of them. The castor oil here is mixed with a bunch of different oils, but I like that this doesn't smell, that it doesn't have that castor oil smell that really just, it's not appealing to me. So this really smells good, and it yeah, it moisturizes my hair. I even use some along the length of my locks, very loosely, not too much. And yeah, I use this, but I've learned that I cannot use this personally. I cannot use it right after I wash my hair. I need to allow my scalp to kind of breathe, and then maybe midweek, when I do have a little dryness, to use this just to give me that boost of moisture. So I use that. And if I feel like retwisting, which I retwist every 2 to 3 weeks now, But yeah, so when I do retwist, now I am using this product here, and this is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Locking Gel. A few years ago, I said I would never use this product again. I was just swearing off of this product, but I actually do enjoy this product. I'll talk more in detail about this in a separate video, but this is what I've been starting to use now, and it also has moringa seed oil and manuka honey. Previously, when I retwisted my locks, when I wasn't using this, I was simply using oil and water to retwist. So those are the products that I use. I know some of you guys think that I use so much, but I really don't. I only use those 4 products in my hair, and I don't use it all at one time. So anyways, okay, so to maintain my lock extensions, a little bit of background. I did have a lock bob. I did reattach my locks and a few handmade locks onto the lock bob. So I did have length already, and I use different methods to reattach them. If you want to know how to reattach, or how I reattached my lock extensions, I will link that up above and in the description box so that you can see that later. That's a whole entire different video. But yeah, what was I saying? So when I want to maintain my locks and just make sure that my lock extensions are on securely, these are the items that I use. Every week I run my hands through my hair and I check for any weak spots in the locations that I reattached my locks, in that very point, that, like, what would you call it, that point, that line of demarcation, I guess. I always run my hands through my hair, and just to check to see if the lock extension is on strong, if it needs a little maintenance here and there. I realized that while my reattaching extension, my reattached locks are still new, I need to keep up on maintaining them and using my tools every so often to make sure that they create that strength that I'm looking for. I realized that I need to maintain more in the very beginning, just to train my hair to knot and to tangle in that particular area that I reattached, so that the rest of my journey is a breeze. So in the very beginning, if you're doing what I did, you're gonna have to constantly maintain and make sure that your locks are indeed strong. If not, it's okay. You can just use the tools every so often. I use the tools like every other week. Yeah, and so that just comes with the territory. You just have to continue to make sure that they are reattached, because the last thing you want is for your lock to, like, drop out in the middle of nowhere, or if you have kids, for them to just, like, randomly pull your hair and your lock extension falls out. Like, that is so embarrassing, and I don't want any of you guys to deal with that. So these are the tools that I use. I use these crochet needle hooks, and they are all a different mixture. This one here is the triple hook, and the size here is the 0.75 mm. I have this one, and then I use single needles. I have 2 0.75 mm single needles, and then I have one here that I purchased recently. This is a 0.5 mm needle, single needle. Now, I don't need all of these needles, but they kind of give me assurance in just having everything available in case I need them. But I will link all of these products down below if you are looking for any of these to maintain your locks. So I will go in and maintain my locks and kind of mat them where they need to be matted. If I feel any weak spots or any places where my lock extensions are not on strong, I will use these tools to mat the hair back together again and allow them to breathe and to grow and to entangle as they should. I don't use these tools very often because obviously I don't want to keep poking holes into my locks. So yeah, you don't want to use them too often, as needed basically. I also use Loc jewelry in those areas where I may need a little bit more help in matting my locks together. Like for example, here I have 2 lock extensions because I found that that particular lock needed a little bit more help in training to mat together, and so I use these clamps to hold them together while they do its thing. And then when I see that that lock has done what I want it to do, which is mat together, then I will take them off. One of the main, most important things that I do have is just a little stash of kinky bundle hair. This hair has helped me to create my very own DIY lock extensions, and they also serve as an aid, basically a help to strengthen locks that are weak. So I do have a video on that where I show you how you strengthen weak locks. And yeah, in order to maintain these lock extensions, you do need a rat tail comb at times, because if one happens to fall out, you do need to comb the ends of your locks and the ends of the lock extension, just to make sure that you have enough hair to mesh together. And so in order to do that, you need a fine tooth comb like this and a rat tail comb, just to kind of pick out the ends as you need to. Okay, last but not least, I use needle and thread. You guys have seen this in my previous video. I did use thread on numerous locks to bond them together and keep them. And this is only temporary, just so that I get the assurance in knowing that the locks are meshing together. And once I see that they are meshed together and they're growing very well, I will take out the thread, because you don't want thread just staying in your hair. That will contribute to a whole different type of problem, like mold, which you don't want. But this is just a temporary solution, and yeah, I have a video showing how I did this as well. Like I said, I will link all of these products down below if you are curious and you want to try these yourself. Okay, so now let's get into the styling. So when I want to style my hair, I mean, I have not styled my hair very much with these particular lock extensions and this reinstall. Previously, I did do a lot of curling, different stylings and stuff. This time around is just a little different because I don't really go, like there's no places to go right now because of the state of the world. So it's not like I'm constantly doing different things with my hair, but I do want to still do that, because why not? Like, I like that stuff, so why not? So, but as of this month, I have put my hair into ponytails. This is the first time actually that I have actually put it up this high. This one here. I feel more confident putting my hair into a ponytail simply because my lock extensions start like further down, like further along the length of my locks. If I had lock extensions that were reattached at the very like roots of my locks, I would not feel comfortable personally putting them up and just manipulating them all over the place. So the only reason why I'm confident wearing a ponytail is just because most of these locks in the ponytail are, you know, my unreattached locks, and it's simply the ends that just hang. But I don't do this every day. Most times I wear my hair back into a low ponytail, or I just leave them out. I don't really do a whole lot. I do want to. Actually, I will be putting braids into my locks, or twists, and just allowing them to stay so that I'm not really putting my hands in my hair so much. And I do have a video coming up where I will be doing that with you guys. Yeah. And like I said previously, I check my hair very often, weekly actually, just to see if there are any weak spots along the length of my locks. And that would be the opportunity that I would use to then use my tools and just fix that lock and train it so that it can become stronger, and then further along the length of, you know, my lock journey, I don't have to deal with that anymore. So yeah, it's basically me training my locks to reattach, and I have no regrets actually. I really am happy with what I have done. I'm excited. I know that it comes with a different level of maintenance and keeping up on top of things, but I'm excited and I'm really happy with my results. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys. That is how I maintain my lock extensions and all of the tools and products that I use. Like I said, I will link those all down below in the description box just for you. And if you have any questions, do let me know down below. I will answer them as best as I can. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later guys, bye.